We're trying to figure it out. Hello. We're back. My bad, y'all. I don't know what's going on. This YouTube setup is wild. But I have been appreciating y'all being here. I appreciate all that could be present. I appreciate all that could comment. If you're not able to comment or be present and you're just watching this as a replay, welcome. I appreciate you. But I'm going to finish my story time. Cute. Cute, cute. I know I keep leaving and coming back. That is not my plan. That is not God's plan. That is no one's plan but the devil. The devil. Okay. Yikes. I would get back here and would lose all of my things. Oh, found all my things. Yay. Okay, so, child, I'm trying to like let folks come in. I'm trying to wait, but I feel like, you know what? If you don't catch it live, you will catch the replay, baby. You will catch the replay. So, it's about, I want to say maybe like 2 months in. I was like nannying for like 2 months, and then I got a message. I was on OkCupid, and I was on OkCupid for a minute, but I really wasn't meeting nobody, I promise y'all. I was not meeting nobody. But I ended up seeing this dude who, to me, at the time, he looked like okay, you know JC Chazé from NSYNC? He looked like that, but like brown. You know? Like his hair was like long and a little curly. And he had like a long face, but he was cute. Hey, boo. Thank you for making it. I'm trying to braid down this hair, child. I'm trying to braid down this hair. But we're gonna chill. We're gonna take our time. We're gonna take our time to get there. So, anyways, I want to say that I'm gonna just say his name because I don't care. I don't care. I met this dude. His name was Jason. And as I said, he looked like JC Chazé, so we're gonna call him Jason Chazé. So me and Jason met randomly as fuck, and it was funny because my friend Betsy, she pretty much, you know, she was being really supportive as a friend. She gave me one of her best dresses. She's like, here you go, bitch. Like, go stunt. Because as I said, like, I was homeless as fuck. Like, I did not have no fucking fashions at that time, bitch. Like, high key. Like, I low-key stole a ball gown from a bitch because I had no clothes. Like, I had nothing cute. And, like, there was, like, a bitch that, like, I was not cool with. She was, like, a roommate slash... I don't even know. Like, I don't even know. But we had a whole beef, and I stole that bitch ball gown. But then she stole it back in the middle of the night. You feel me? It was like, New Orleans was crazy, bitch. It was a crazy time. Bitches stealing ball gowns. Like, first of all, fat bitches stealing 3X motherfucking medieval ball gowns, my nigga. Like, it was really out of control, but it is what it is. So, I want to say, like, my friend had gave me a dress to borrow to go to this fucking event and or to this date with this dude, right? And so I felt like I was looking hella cute, bitch. I had like some jump rings in my hair, bitch. Before niggas was really jump ringing with the hair, I was jump ringing with the hair, sis. Bitch, it was a beautiful gown. Like, I don't regret stealing it, but I do regret not protecting it. My only regret, bitch, my only regret is not protecting that dress. I totally forgot I left that bitch out in the living room, out in the common areas, bitch, because I was trying to dry it, bitch. I had cleaned it, because this bitch don't know how to take care of medieval garb. You know, she was simple. She was simple, bitch. So I was like, I was trying to take care of the fabric. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on. You know, some people can't appreciate motherfucking vintage priceless heirlooms, but neither here nor there. So, you get it. So I want to say, like, my friend let me borrow this outfit, and we ended up going. We were gonna go to this place called One Up. Like, if you ever go to Colorado, I will try to give you some Colorado tea. One Up to me is cute. At the time, it was really cute because like they actually had live music there, and I personally don't love live music, but I do like being. This is gonna sound really, however it sounds, but because I cannot dance, I prefer to go to the Caucasian clubs to dance because it looks like I can dance. Does that make any sense? Okay, I hope so. I prefer to go to Caucasian spots to dance because I know what I'm doing is not dancing, but I have a smile on my face, my arms are moving the right way, I'm on beat, and it is what it is. I'm gonna say it like that. I know, however, if I go to a club that actually features talent, actually features fantasy, featuring talent, featuring success, I know it will not be a good place to be dancing. So when I go out, I go to the Caucasians area, and it's like going to Planet Fitness, bitch. When you know that you are not a gym type hoe, it's like there's pizza here, bitch. You know why I'm here, girl. It's easy. So, anyways, I so me and him were supposed to go to One Up, and they ended up having a live music event. But bitch, I didn't know this, but I'm gonna tell y'all. But I didn't know this. So you're hearing information in the story that in real life I did not know. This man was my birthday twin. We had the same birthday and the same planets, 10 years apart, sis. And we never exchanged information like that, even though we spoke for like at least 2 weeks before we actually met up. Neither of us, and I'm a zodiac as hoe, never knew we had the same birthday, sis. So weird. And so we both were like on some broke Capricorn shit. Like, bitch, we're going like first of all, the like strategic as fuck because the One Up, there's no cover unless there's a show. If there's a show, I'm not gonna go unless I want to see the show. But if there's no cover, which there usually isn't, you can just go up in there, order whatever drink you want to get, but you go there to play video games. It's a video game. It's a barcade. So, but it's really cute. They stopped doing live music, but I get it though. The space wasn't really for that. Just saying. Anyways, so we see that there's music playing, and or rather, he saw first, I saw him, and then we both had this whole moment where we were like, "Yeah, bitch, we're not paying for that shit." And I was like, but instead, we decided to go play pool, which honestly, I'm not gonna lie, up until that moment, we weren't going to play pool. So when he said earlier in our talks that we could go play pool, I said, "Bitch, you don't want to see me in pool. I'm gonna beat that ass. I'm amazing at pool, pool queen." Saying things that if you really know how to play pool, you probably wouldn't say that shit. Um, we're back. Don't worry, don't worry. And so, I'm over here hyping up my pool skills, but then it came down to we're really going inside this place. I want to say it's called like Dusty Sancho's Pub or something. Girl, it was a weird vibe. First of all, it was real dim. Dust everywhere because it's a pool hall, right? Everybody got chalk dust on their hands. And my dumbass, I don't even play pool like that. So I put a bunch of chalk dust on my hand, thinking that's gonna help me. I don't even know how to really play, but I'm thinking, okay, more dust. My dress is black. My ass looked like a fucking panda for most of the goddamn date, bitch. It was really out of control. The craziest part was when like homeboy came up to me on some like cute shit and like tried to clean off my dress of all the dust. But it was just like it wasn't cute to me because bitch, why am I dusty? You know what I mean? I couldn't enjoy it. I couldn't enjoy the moment because I was like, you know what? I'm losing at pool. I'm covered in dust. This is not my dress. I'm borrowing a fucking dress. So I'm like, wow, thank God. Thank God that this dude is liking me because I'm not having a good time with this fucking date. Also, these two random men come out of nowhere and are like, oh, do you want to do like a doubles game? And it's like, fuck no. Hell to the no. Why would you ask that shit? Hey boo, thank you. But they still asked, and the dude I was with, Jason, was like, yeah, let's do it. Like, he was trying to be fun. But I was like, so, bitch, honestly, every time it was my turn, I would deadass just go up there and be like, bitch, I'm on a date, girl. I'm not trying to be fucking winning. No doubles match, bitch. This is not my energy. Like, I'm not with it. Plus, like, the two dudes, their energy was kind of weird. It was like a businessman from India and like a white dude that looked like Steve Jobs. Like, they both look like millionaires in their own way. And, but at the same time, kind of sketch. And so at some point, I remember I went to go to the bathroom, but really I went to go text my friend for a long time. And so and so I went to the bathroom and I'm like texting my homie, and then I remember I come out and I go back downstairs to the, to the pool area, and I don't see homie at all. I don't see nobody. And I was like, whoa, bitch, did I get left on this date? That's whack. And I'm covered in fucking dust. Like, bitch, I was like, I'm so triggered. Like, bitch, Janae Aiko, bitch, like, I was triggered as fuck. And so, you already know. Already rolling, already rolled up. And so, I want to say that I stepped my black ass outside just to see what the fuck was going on. And I seen Jason with the Indian dude, and they was dead ass talking about buying and exchanging Molly and shit. And, or rather, cocaine. The Indian dude was trying to get cocaine. Jason talking about, I can't get you no cocaine, but I can help you get some motherfucking Molly. And I'm sitting here like, it was so weird because it's like, bitch, you're really outside on the corner, dead ass doing a fucking drug deal in front of the fucking pool hall. Is this the 1990s? Like, what's going on? Like, niggas is crazy. I was like, bitch, I always, like, how? How? Like, this is like my third Capricorn drug dealer. Like, bitch, I don't have time. So, what up, Azora? So, I was honestly over him. I was tired and through. Yes, I'm back. I'm back. Bitch, the shadiest of pool halls. So, I want to say that the Indian dude, if you're referring to any live stream that was already playing, we all got cut off. So we restarted. If I ever delete, it's because we got cut off. I'm never trying to hide nothing. I'm just trying to, create something that's big. You can watch. We could do it. I don't want there to be a 5-minute video, a 3-minute video, a 2-minute video. I got cut off too many times. So I was like, you know what? When I come back, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it live. We're gonna do it live. So just a PS on that, because I've seen you ask a couple times, like, "Where's your stream? Where's your stream?" I'm deleting the ones that get cut. If they get interrupted, or if somebody calls me, or anything happens, I'm not gonna keep it up, because I feel like, folks have been waiting for niggas to come back. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, come watch a bunch of 5-minute videos, says till we get to a big hour and 35-minute one. That's just my thought process. If you think I should leave up the little 3, 4, 5-minute, 6-minute ones, oh, AT Alien, look at you back, sis. Look at you back. Hey, girl. What's the tea? That's so wild. That's exciting, though. I was still keeping up with you, Michelle. I was still checking and keeping up. But yeah, so I want to say, oh, Lord have mercy. So I done caught homie up here. Word. I appreciate y'all. Oh, Michelle, I appreciate you. I truly do, honestly. I feel like, truth be told, I feel like you really are a dope ass person. I see your Gemini double halo. I see you out there. You trying to do you and spread love. And I know people sometimes can't handle that shit. Like, it's weird. It almost seems like there's nothing like the controversy of being cool with somebody and falling out. Like, that is just, it's always available. People really will just, burn a bridge just for all the energy that comes after that. So I see you, sis. I definitely see you. So, girl, I done caught this man outside trying to sell Molly to a nigga that wants cocaine. And so I don't even know what to do with that. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. Thank you. I was attracted to Jason. I really was. He looked like a lion in the face. I didn't even know he was a Capricorn because he looked like such a damn cat. He definitely had that Mufasa. Hugs to you too, boo. Mufasa. Just big cat look. You feel me? You know how niggas with them long faces and shit be having that cat look. That Jafar, excuse me. Well, no, that Jafar, that Uncle Scar. You know what I mean? That long. And so he had a little bit of that long, but it wasn't gaunt. You feel me? He looked like he's keeping it up. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't all, sucked in. But it was chiseled and cut. Oh, bonjour, bisous, bisous. All right, come through, boo. Thank you for coming through. So his long-faced ass was trying to explain himself. What is we doing? And he was like, oh, he's like, look, I ain't no drug dealer. I just know a dude. Okay, sis. I'm not gonna lie to you, sis. I didn't want that to ruin the date. I was like, you know what? Listen. If you are a drug dealer girl, you're a drug dealer girl. Like, I buy weed from the dispensaries. I'm not going to buy shit from you. I'm not going to be your customer, your clientele. So it really don't matter to me. So part of me was like, you know what, girl, you do you. All right? Hoop dreams. And so I want to say, like, after that, me and him ended up, bitch, listen. Listen, we have all glossed over a wild nigga. Bitch, bitch. Listen, drag that nigga, don't drag me. I'm not with that shit. I buy my weed from one dude, one person if I need to, the dispensary if I can. Personally, I prefer the dispensary. I feel like the person to person, the weed etiquette out here is real crazy. So I can't wait. Like I feel like it's medical out here, but it's not rec yet. But rec is on the table, but they don't want it to be. They keep on talking about weed is bad, y'all. They keep on trying to like fearmonger. Mm. True. True, he really was. He was trying to make it seem like it wasn't that deep or whatever. And so here's the thing. I want to say, like, after that, like, me and him ended up, like, making out hella hard. Like, I don't even know how it happened, but we started talking, and then all of a sudden we were just, like, making out. It was, like, crazy. Like, we were all over each other, bitch, just rolling around, girl. I'm not gonna lie, sis. I had to take a bus back to my house, and so the bus wasn't coming for, like, another 45, so, like, we were just, like, making out. Nothing sexual. Nothing wild. You know what I mean? Bitch, I'm dead. Nothing too crazy. Exactly, I know. Colorado got the mushrooms. But we weren't doing anything like sexual, but we were like making out like wildly, like you do. Like you do. And so I wanna say like at some point we stopped making out because bitch I couldn't breathe. Like I was like, sis, I'm pre-asthma. We can't be doing all that. Like we were dancing and exactly cup to the cake. So we ended up sitting on a bench, rapping and crushing, and all of a sudden he started talking about his roommate hella hard. Like he's like, yo, you gotta meet my roommate Audrey. She's cool as fuck. You will really like her. She smokes weed just like you. Like she into this, she into that. Da 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 da. Y'all would vibe. Y'all would vibe. And I'm sitting here like, okay, cool. Cause like nigga, what? Like what? What? Your fucking roommate? So, girl, I was over that shit. I was like, that nigga crazy. So I want to say that like we made a plan to kick it again, but then like out of nowhere he hits me up and it's like, hey girl, like, I forgot that I'm in a wedding party. I'm like, Capricorns are so fucking trash, but like I feel you. He's like, oh, I forgot I was in a wedding party. Doo doo doo. Can you really not hear me? I'm sorry. Well, listen, somebody just sent me $50, so I'm gonna buy a better mic, sis. I'm gonna get a better mic for you, boo. I promise you. Watch me get a mic. I'm about to be out here, bitch. Wait on it. Wait on it. Okay, word. Maybe restart the app, boo, low key. But if it persists, just let me know. I appreciate you for calling it out though. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna enunciate. I'm gonna talk louder. You're gonna hear me, girl. I'm gonna scream it to ya. Okay, let me stop. So I'm sorry, I'm dumb as fuck. So look, so um, I'm not trying to troll you. I'm being serious. I'm sometimes I can be mush mouthed. So me and him. I'm sorry, bitch. I feel crazy loud. Okay, so basically, me and him make a plan to meet up again, and then he tells me he's in a wedding party and we gotta link up at another time. And then he's like, listen, he's like, if we really want to connect with each other, we'll make time. And I'm like, we just did make time, and then you told me it's over. So what the fuck? So I was kind of just like, this nigga is crazy. I still didn't clock that he was a Capricorn bitch. 'Cause I feel like that's such a Capricorn player line. Like, bitch, if we're meant to kick it, we will kick it. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, let's make a plan now. What the fuck? You're not in a wedding forever. Goddamn. Listen, it's a whole story, Tanya. It's a whole story. It's a story time. Trust me, if the story was just that a nigga played me, I wouldn't even waste my time, bro. Honestly, bro. I've been played by the best. I've been played better than this. So, anyways, so basically, it took a minute for us to link up again, but the next time we linked up, he was like, yo, he was like, come by the house. He's like, I'm gonna cook dinner for you and my roommate. I want you to meet her. I want to kick it with you. I want us to all kick it. And I'm like, whoa, you know? I'm sorry if the volume is low. I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry. Actually, I guess I could bring you closer to my head. Tanya, I'm dead. I feel like I don't like to think of people in scientific terms. I do think that femmes are divine. I do think that the folks who do not subscribe to gender are divine. I think that the trans folks are divine. Um, I'm sorry that the volume is low. My bad, y'all. Again, I'm very sorry. But there's literally nothing I can do about the volume. I do not currently have a mic, but I will invest in one for the future, honestly. Very sorry again. Definitely don't mean to waste your time. Okay, so let's see. So, blah, 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 blah. All right. So me and him link up again, bitch, and it takes me forever to get to his house. Like dead ass, I get lost. Also, I want to say at the time, like I was in between phones, so I was really on some crazy shit. Like, yeah, I'm gonna leave this up. Don't worry, boo. So I was definitely traveling to niggas, and I definitely didn't even know it, all the way where the fuck I was supposed to be. It was like really fucking crazy. But you know what though? Real life. Um, y'all leave Tanya alone. If she can't hear, she can't hear. She not being shady. I feel like that's real. Let her live. Let her live. Okay, so I feel like at the end of the day, me and him ended up linking up, and it was crazy because like, bitch, I got off the bus and I something just told me go to the 7-Eleven, and I walked towards the 7-Eleven because I felt like if I get to the 7-Eleven, no, y'all are fine. Y'all are super fine. Okay. So me too. I appreciate that y'all can hear me. I'm sorry that some of y'all can't hear. But I feel like when I listened to the replay before, the volume was pretty good. But huh. Honestly, I feel like I probably just need to get a better device, which I'm working on also. So PS on that, a better device is coming. Just please wait on it. Just please wait on it, bitch. Like I know I'm looking so dusty right now, but it's okay. And I'm not saying I'm dusty because my natural hair. I'm just saying like I am a gamer, but I'm not like a gamer in that like I'm a gamer. I play Sims. And I've been playing A Way Out with my boyfriend. Like it's this game where like you need to play with two people. And you actually can't play the game by yourself, and it's a really fun game. Thank y'all. Y'all are so nice. I feel like just kind of like my makeup is like sweated off and shit and all sliding, and I don't feel my best, but I do feel good. Like I feel good. I don't feel like I look the best, but I also feel like one of my favorite YouTubers, Mocha Floor, used to always talk about how like when you're just chilling with the people that support you online, why do you have to be all dolled up? Like, why can't it be casual? Like 9 times out of 10, those people are either at work wearing what they don't want to necessarily wear, or they're at the crib comfortable just like you. And so I feel like that. I feel like sometimes I just want it to be relaxed. Like I just want to enjoy. I don't want to have to feel like the need to like put on a wig and stunt just to tell y'all a damn story. Like, come on. It don't gotta be all that. Plus, I feel like I'm trying to let my natural hair breathe, bitch. Bitch, Lala, I love you. Listen, y'all, like, listen, this is the issue with me. I will answer you if you ask me a question. I can't help it. No, it's a long ass, big ass shirt from ASOS, bitch. It was like $20. Like, it's Mickey. Just a big ass Mickey Mouse, and it goes like almost down to my knees. It's perfect. I answer the door in this when I order my takeout. It's, it's professional. All right, so listen. So trying to finish it up. So basically, I want to say that when I saw I went to the 7-Eleven, right, and I just girl 7-Eleven was like a mecca in like Colorado because there's always a 7-Eleven. So I went there and I see Jason walking out and I see him with this woman who's like brown skin, half of her head shaved, like bald, and the other half was like a sew-in, but it was like impeccable. Like it was laid just so. Thank you for subscribing. It was laid just so to where it looked like the weave was coming out of her head and then half her head was bald. It was very stunning. It was very stunning. And so I was kind of just gagged because I was like, this is your roommate? Fucking models? Like, I'm sitting here like, and I'm not trying to hate on myself. I just feel like, honestly, I just started like feeling kind of weird because I was like, why are y'all not fucking and dating and vibing and shit? Like, y'all look cute. Like, I just kind of started feeling like, this is your roommate, bruh? Bitch, it was human. Bitch, it was human. True story. Her, you could tell it was human too, bitch. Human just moves so different. Human moves so different, sis. Like, I don't care what your synthetic can do. Human literally moves so different, and it's wild. Come through, yes. So look, so I was feeling kind of like, mm, you said no weave zone. I feel you, bitch. I've been gone, but I'm back. Listen, I'm still telling y'all this story. Trust and believe. I have all the tea. Trust and believe. So I'm gonna give y'all backstory and story. Trust me. Trust me. So, anyways, I'm gagging because I see Audrey, who is Jason's roommate, and I'm like, bitch is gorgeous. And so I'm like, what is the vibe about to be? And almost instantly, we all have a natural rapport. It was really crazy. Brianna, I missed you too, boo. Thank you for being back. And so I literally felt like this was my tribe, y'all. And I know that sounds like OD because I felt like that in New Orleans when I met all those queer folks and we were living and vibing in that house with no roof, bitch. The motherfucking cats one day came in and ate our food, bitch. Like, I felt like I found my tribe then, and in retro, I didn't. But I did learn a lot about myself. It was a lesson. Listen, Tanya. Listen, Tanya. We got stories. We got stories. Listen, I told y'all. I got a brand new bitch. And a brand new bag. I'm back. We couldn't raise it, bitch. It was gone. There was nothing to raise. There was nothing to raise. So look. So tell me why. I ended up connecting with Audrey more so than Jason. Like, me and Jason at first were really like cool, but I feel like me and Audrey were like homies. Like, she was a Taurus with a Venus in Aqua. I'm a Capricorn with a Venus in Aqua. we literally had the same way of like loving people, which was like we want to be good friends with them. Like we will date any person. We just want to get close. Like we just want to know that we have a place in your life in a capacity that's more than intimate, more than sexual. And so I feel like me and her just had like a kindred vibe, bitch. Like she was just so warm to me, so cool. I was like so I admired her. I remember like in the early parts of our friendship, like I drew pictures of us like as like, you know, like cartoon witches and shit. And I'm not down south. I'm in Ohio right now. And this story was in Colorado, by the way. So I've definitely seen snow. I'm from Connecticut. I've seen snow. I've seen every weather. So I want to say that me and Audrey's friendship got so deep that I remember saying to her, like, if me and Jason don't work out, I'm going to just say that the universe definitely wanted me to meet you and Maya, indeed. And so, whatchamacallit, Audrey pretty much was like trying to tell me that Jason wasn't like probably gonna be someone that I was gonna be with for real, for like a minute. But I wasn't trying to hear her because I felt like, you know, once I found out about their history, which I will tell you now, I was kind of worried. But, you know, Jason was basically telling me that, because I had to figure out the tea. When I first came up over there, Jason told me that he had a girlfriend. Her name was Angela, and they were in love and they were happy. And he said that he was just so, you know, in love with her and everything was great. But Audrey also fills in some blanks because, you know, men, they like to, you know, romanticize what the fuck happened and make everything seem ideal, or idealistic. And honestly, from what I could tell, Jason was out here fucking like mad girls and was expecting Angela to just be his and never have any other sexual experiences other than him. And she started getting upset about that. And I feel like instead of handling it emotionally, communicating it to him, she actually started to beat his ass. And he wanted to stay with her, you know, at the same time. So he was accepting being abused by her to stay with her, despite the fact that like he still wanted to have sex with other people and be with other people. So at some point they decided that they would just have a girlfriend, which I do not think was a solution in the slightest. But they decided to bring in a third person. And Audrey was the third person that they brought in, and for a time it was working out. But at some point, Angela, exactly. Angela decided that she was going to beat his ass in the streets. Lolita, listen, I'm not even done, bitch. We not even 25% into the story. Listen, I told y'all. Get your cup, get your snack, get your meal, get your kids. Get it all for them. Because really, like, we have a story time. All right? Listen, bitch, you didn't even know you in your living room, bitch, you're in the pulpit. I see you right there, pew number 2. Y'all didn't even know y'all was in a damn church, bitch. Listen, we smoke weed in this church. So, yes, go get your lounge. Oh, yum. Okay, y'all all doing something. All right, that's cute. Tanya, I'm dead. Tanya, you a silly bitch. I love you. So, girl, I want to say, ooh, pizza, come through. I want to say that, Jason, okay, so Jason and Angela were out for an event, and Angela straight up beat his ass because I think she seen him talking to somebody in the club, and so she was like, no chaser. And I want to say after she decided that she was not going to stay in the house anymore and she wanted Audrey to come with her. So Jason and Audrey decided they were just going to say fuck her and live together somewhere the fuck else. And Angela was like, oh, hell no. And basically came to their apartment and busted some windows up, which I saw, and also, just destroyed some other property. There was actually a very large window that cost, I believe, $600 to replace, and that was just the window itself, not the labor. And so honestly, after she did all that, they took her ass to court and they sued her, and so she pretty much like stayed away from them because they had a restraining order. So that's pretty much where I come in. Is they are both living together, but they have stopped having sex, and I feel like for Audrey, she felt some type of way. You know how Taurus is. And he just kind of abruptly stopped having sex with her and started having sex with other people. And I think that truly that was his vibe all along. Like, I hate to say it, but I feel like Capricorns are very calculating. And so I feel like he knew that at some point she was going to like attack him in public or do something in public and get herself caught up. Like I think he low key brought in Audrey as a witness just so that he would have a stronger case, honestly. Like, if I'm being honest with you, like, I in retro, I'm like, I really feel like he was like, let me set this bitch up because she beating on me and I need to like get out of it in the right way. That's my after assessment, is that like I think he just wanted to make sure that he was good at the end of everything, because I feel like after me and him started hooking up, Audrey and him like were no longer even very close friendship wise. I want to say that as soon as me and Jason were hanging out a lot and I was always there visiting. Oh, we're definitely the double card, boo. Thank you for watching. And so I want to say that also, Jason was bringing a million white girls home. Like, at some point, it has to be said. At some point, I started to feel self because I started to feel like, you know, did you even fucking like me? You know what I mean? Like, I was like, did you ever even like any of us? Like, I know that probably sounds really fucked up, but I just feel like he was bringing in women like into the house like at weird hours of the night. And I feel like I'm skipping a bunch of stuff. Basically, I want to say like after like 2 weeks of like solid hanging out, um, Jason like wanted to have like me move in, like, but I think like he told Audrey to ask me if I wanted to, but not him first. So I want to say that like at some point, um Jason was, I'm very sorry again for the buffering and for the shitty quality, honestly. No tea, y'all. Very sorry. I appreciate all for enduring through. I appreciate all. I appreciate that. I appreciate your appreciation. Okay, so anyways, so I want to say that Jason and I pretty much agreed that I would move in, but he asked me like immediately like where I wanted to like stay. And I was like, I guess downstairs, cuz like upstairs there were only two bedrooms and downstairs there was like it was like open concept, like open floor plan and stuff. So part of me was like, I can just set up like, a little cabana, a little bungalow, you feel me? So that was just my whole feeling about it, was that like, I didn't want to be a nanny anymore, honestly. Like, I was also feeling like me and my friend who invited me to like be a nanny, like I just kind of felt like she was getting more and more aggy with me. Like, no, not exactly. I feel like my friend Betsy, who invited me out to Colorado, was like, just, I don't know. I just feel like our friendship was kind of being weird. It was just a weird. Our friendship was getting weird, and I feel like it's because like she was getting caught up with all her boyfriends. Like, she pretty much was another polyamorous person, and so she had like 16 boyfriends at one point, girl. High key, like online and long distance and shit. You feel me? And so I feel like when I was like meeting up with Audrey and Jason and hanging out because I invited Jason to meet everybody. Jason never met anybody that I was close with out there, but Audrey actually came with me to meet up with like the people that were, you know, offering me like a place to stay and were like wanting me to be their nanny, and like we're just like being good friends for me and holding me down in my time of wildness. And so I feel like at some point Betsy and Audrey, their friendship was just not going to happen. Like I feel like we actually did acid together, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like low key, you can't be doing acid with people you feel whatever about or you feel so about, because I just feel like it just fucks up the energy. So I feel like I kind of felt like I had to choose between like my friends that I had and new people in my life who honestly, like, I hate to say this, but part of my wanting to be closer to them was because they were both black and they were both, you know, like I was living in a household with like white people and white passing people, and I just kind of felt like, damn, you know, like I just kind of felt, I don't know, like I just wanted to be around folks that look like me, my nigga. Like I really just felt like that. Yes, Audrey and Jason. Yeah. And so not Betsy though. Betsy is a fake name. But I don't want to disrespect the person that I used to be friends with and put her name out there. But these other two motherfuckers is snakes. And so anyways, I want to say that I feel like solidarity, but to a point. I think that it was also that like Audrey was like a weird black girl, like she was hella like alternative and just, you know, she was into all types of wild shit. Like she was just very fucking, you know, eclectic, and I love so many things about her. But I want to say that like at some point, me and Audrey, we started being too close, and Jason started hating. Yes, like me, like a weirdo black girl, like black, like I feel like folks think of black girls as like ultimately always cool or always asexual. It's very weird. Like I feel like we don't live in like the middle ground. There's no middle ground for us. It's like we're either over sexualized or we're like asexualized. It's very strange. And so I feel like she was like a black queer who, bitch, I just told you she fucking shaved half her head and fucking what does skin color have to do with it? Oh, Tanya, girl, representation matters. Like I need to see more black weird, like weirdo queerdo girls. Like that's important to me. I see enough white queer girls. I see enough. I see too many. I see a plethora. So personally, I feel like I prefer and I yearn to see, I ache to see black queer representation, weird black girls, alt black girls. Exactly. Alternative black girls. I'll say that. I didn't mean weird in a disparaging way. I feel like I embrace the weird. I feel like not everybody does. Like I embrace the word fat, but some people will be really mad. Like if I say that I'm fat, like I'm like, bitch, you're gonna say you're fat, and it's like, yeah, that's okay to me. So I have to remember, like, sometimes what I use is a word that affirms me and my experience. There's skin colors being mentioned because I was living with all white people and I wanted to live with black folks. I wanted to live with folks who looked like myself. I wanted to live with folks who affirmed my representation. I was also coming from New Orleans, which is a city that is predominantly black, or at least where I was at was predominantly black. And I feel like living in Colorado was a culture shock for me. But I feel like mentioning race is fine. And honestly, Tanya, I hate to say this, but you're annoying as fuck. So I'm actually about to block you. And I really hope that you have a good goddamn day. But it's very frustrating. Like, very frustrating. I don't know why. I don't get it. I don't understand. I wish I did, Tanya. I wish I did. Girl, and I got a shitty connection, girl. You gonna make me block you, girl? Okay, so apparently I only timed her out for 300 seconds. Okay. I'm good. Y'all are saying yes. Y'all are mad nice. I thought y'all fucked with her. I'm trying to read the room. Ain't nobody said shit to her. Actually, that's not true. That's not true. ATLian, you did try to get her ass for me. I did see that. I did see that. But I was really trying to be nice because I wasn't sure. I was like, Tanya, what's the tea? Listen, I'm trying to be different. I know that people used to think that I was gonna cuss them out off nothing, but now I wait for something. I'm not gonna just cuss people out for nothing. But I'm acknowledging. I'm acknowledging. I did say to be nice. I did say to be nice. I'm acknowledging that as well. Um, you know what? Strong black woman narrative is problematic, but it's also unrealistic. Sometimes aren't we weak, y'all? Sometimes aren't we weak? Like, I feel like it almost makes us feel ashamed when we're weak, to not check the fact that we're not always fucking strong. I mean, I disagree. I feel like she was asking questions because she was being extra. I feel like I explained it great the first time, and I feel like I was being very nice to her, and I feel like based on how people reacted when I blocked her ass for the 30 seconds, the 300 seconds, which is only like really 4 minutes, which means she'll probably be back. If not, if she leaves, that's her choice. But the timeout was just like, honestly, I feel like I kept it really cute. I kept it super cute. But I feel you. You're allowed to think that that was petty. I feel you. I feel like Tanya was being petty. Um, yes, and see that's the thing. Like some of us do appreciate being called weird or queer or weirdo queerdo. Like some of us are into that. Like some of us are okay with that representation or that moniker or that label. I don't necessarily think all labels are bad. I feel like when we name ourselves, I think that labels are bad. I feel like when we name ourselves, I think that's very strong. I don't think that that's something that happens all the time. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on Tanya because at the end of the day, I don't have no drama with her. I'm really not even mad at Tanya at all. I just wanted to get back on the story. I just wanna finish the story. I know that we keep on doing sidebars. That's our thing. That's our thing. We're sidebar people. But I don't wanna fight with somebody or argue with somebody or have somebody make me feel like I'm wrong for mentioning somebody's race. I mention people's races. Like I do that. I do. Because race matters, and if we lived in a world where race didn't matter, I wouldn't need to mention race. I wouldn't need to. But we live in a society, or at least I do, because I'm coming from America. I'm coming from the USA. I'm living in a society that is fascinated and disgusted with blackness, and so I have no choice but to speak on race. And I really wish that like we could all listen to each other and hear each other, but I don't know that we can always, because I feel like I was trying to hear Tanya, but I don't understand. I understand that there are people that are annoyed and think that in some stories race might not matter, but for me, I feel like race mattered in the context of that I was leaving a space that was not pro black. It wasn't even black centered. To move in with people that I thought were woke. And I'm not saying I wasn't around woke people, but they were woke in like the white way. We're like, they're not gonna say anything racist around me because that would be crazy, right? But they're gonna just, also still not, perhaps always understand that things that they say can be insensitive and hurtful, despite the fact that they don't mean to. Intentions versus impact. Rocky, I appreciate that. That's how I feel. But yeah, I'm trying to explain myself. I'm not trying to be hostile. And I guess I'm not able to block people like unless I do like a whole bunch of extra stuff. Janice, thank you for some money. Thank you. I appreciate it truly. Um, listen, it's it's chill. Well, I think that it's important to talk about things that we experience, especially if we know that people are oppressed by our privilege and by our gain. Um, Sherelle. But yeah, Tanya, if you come back, I did not mean no shade to you. I genuinely just feel like I mention race. I do, and I'm not going to stop. And I feel like we shouldn't stop because I think that it's our differences that make us, who we really are. Like that's like my experiences in America have literally shaped who I am, and it's because I am black. Like that like there's no doubt about it. You know, Janice. You know what? I'm doing cute. I'm having a relaxing day. Also, it's a wig day. It's a day where wigs that I ordered are here. I have baby hairs to gel, perimeters to frame. I'm excited. I'm hyped to come through and just Sherelle, I appreciate you so much for being here and coming through, bitch. But as I was saying, I was leaving a white centered space for a space that was, more I thought woke and caring, Oh, me too, honestly. Me too. It's just some flat twist with a little bit of detangler and water. Yo, sidebar of sidebars. Honey Baby Naturals, okay? It's a Latina woman who has like some curly ass hair, but she's not trying to just, focus on, getting mixed people and just being like, oh, all the three A's come through. She's giving us different textures, different colors of folks who are wearing her products and using her products. And the Honey Baby Naturals is honestly amazing. So honestly, check it out. See what's popping. But it's worked wonders for my hair. I feel like my hair was actually struggling for a second, and whew, girl, I just I thought the texture wasn't gonna come out because I bleached it. You know how when you do a little bleach. It wasn't a big bleach. It was a little baby bleach, but still, you know how I'd be looking crazy. I thought I wasn't gonna have no more body. But Honey Baby Naturals, it's sweet, it's nice, it smells bomb. It smells like summer too. I'm gonna move on. Not an ad, by the way. Not Spawn. All their products are also under $15, and they're at Walmart. Not all WalMarts, but they do have an Instagram. And the lady family is cute. She got her black husband and her black children, and they're wearing the products, and their hair looks fly. So part of me just feels like I'm supporting black children. You feel me? Austin. Good morning. Good morning. It's called Honey Baby Naturals. Shit is bomb. I'm telling you, it has honey in it. Check it out, y'all. If you're into that. You said you live alone. I feel you. I have a boo. I live with my boo. Me and my boo live together. This is his apartment, though. I will not claim this space. As you can see, there's Ninja Turtles and shit behind me. That is not for me. But it's cute. We're talking about moving, but we're just waiting to save up our coin. I feel like our five-year plan. We're gonna spend 2 years here. We're Shit, we're almost 6 months down, so we need another year. No, I don't. I was single for like a year. Rachel, you better come through with the deals. Um, you know what? I feel like it wasn't that they like Audrey and Jason, they invited me to move in, but it was really I felt like I was in like a TV show. I know that sounds really stupid, but I like grew up watching TV, and I grew up like watching sitcoms that, the kid was an outsider, and like some rich family took them in, and like it's weird cuz like I was in the foster care system. I've had friends with like parents who had means, and so I've definitely been in situations where like people had money, but I always kind of felt like it was like I've gone through so many situations where I could have stayed if I just shut the fuck up. Like if I didn't say how I really felt, like, and I just can't live like that. I can't pretend everything's okay. Like I feel like so many relationships of mine were contingent on me pretending everything was okay. And so I feel like part of healing for me is being like, yo, shit is fucked up. Cause I feel like part of me wants it to be okay, Thank you. You know, there's a big part of me that wants everything to always be okay because I know how bad things can get, but I have to be okay. And I have to be able to accept that sometimes things are not okay. And that is okay that things are not okay. And that I shouldn't feel bad because I couldn't make things okay. Like it doesn't come down to me. You know, it's not down to me. Um and I feel like that's Um, I feel like I don't do that, but I feel like there was a time obviously before I knew how complicit privilege is with silence that I definitely was, you know, complicit in that way. But I feel like once I acknowledged that, I just couldn't. Oh, King Immaculate, I appreciate you so much for sharing that because I didn't know that. I didn't know that about you. I appreciate you for opening up about that. That's so beautiful. Thank you. Oh, it was rhetorical. LOL. My bad. Let me get back to the story. But yeah, no, I appreciate you for sharing that, and I think that that's really fucking dope because I just feel like there's so many kids out there that it's hard. It's hard to find a place, you know. So, but girl, all right, I'm good. Um, I agree. Neutrality is complicity. Silence is complicity. Okay. You know what? Crying is cool. Tears are fine. But yeah, I'm trying to. Yo, I feel like I never talked about being in foster care. Like, and I went into the system at 13, and I never talked about it, and I didn't want to talk about it. And not because anything. Ugh, I shouldn't say that. I feel like it was just like really awful. You know, it was awful, and I never felt I never felt like anybody would accept that part about my life, you know? Like I just feel like that's I don't know, it's like it's hard. Like I feel like most people that I'm close with, like most people that I know, like they have somebody, you know, in their life or a mom, a grandma, auntie, and like it's hard to like not have people cuz you feel like it's your fault, but sometimes, you know, people leave or you have to cut people off and I feel like I have to just remind myself that like I didn't put myself in foster care. Like I didn't decide to go into the system, and the only reason why I stayed in the system when they asked me if I wanted to go home when I was 16, I said no because I knew in one more year I'd be going to college. And if I left the system, I wouldn't have money for college. My mom was never going to give me anything for college. She wouldn't even give me a ride to college, dog. So I just knew my life would be better if I stayed in the system, high key. So that's why like sometimes I feel like part of my life is my fault, part of my life is not my fault. You know, like I know some decisions I made when I was like hella little affected me to this day, but you couldn't know. I feel like my only thought process when I was taken into custody was that I want to go to college. Like I just want to be able to not have to live, you know, I don't want to have to worry about anybody, you know, being there for me or not. Like, I just want to be okay to be by my. I just want to be okay. You know what I mean? That was where I was. That's what I always thought. You know, as I was growing up, is like I just want to be good. Like, I just want to be able to not have to ever live this experience anymore. You know. So, wow, lots of crying. I'm not gonna cry in this next part because this next part is like OD crazy. So basically, I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much for showing love and being here and hearing me and just like listening, like high key, like for real. Um, it feels good to be heard, and it feels good to be like held, you know, in the moment. Oh, bitch, you already know. But it feels good to be held in the moment. It feels good to know that like what I'm saying to you is like you hear me, you know, and you like you hear what the fuck where the fuck I'm coming from. Like I feel like I've done some crazy ass shit, but there's times where I dead ass feel like I was never meant to make it. Like there's times where I feel like my mom had me because she didn't want to go to hell. Like that's what she literally told me. Like there's times where I feel like nobody planned for nothing for me. So anything good that happens, I'm grateful, but sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard as fuck to like just be. Sometimes it's hard to just be, and just feel like you're meant to be here and like everything is okay. But honestly, I'm crying because I feel like I don't feel so alone. I feel really, really strong, but I also still hold some hurts, and I'm still trying to work through that shit. But it feels good to be where I'm at right now. Cause girl, whoo, whoo, let's get back. Let's get back. All right, we back. Let's get back. All right, let's get the fuck back, bitch. I do not want to be crying no more because I'm about to be telling y'all part of the story that's kind of crazy and OD and wildin'. So, me and Audrey, as I said, me and Audrey became very close. So close that Jason started to hate. Like, a nice Becky. It was never a kind Becky. You know those Beckys that be like, oh, I be reading and to myself, knitting, making all types of pagan got on my longboard because your girl was longboarding in fucking Colorado. That's how Caucasian it is, bitch. Just so you know. I was longboarding. Hi. Can you see? Can you see me? YouTube is shady as fuck. I don't know why. Why? We're back. Are we ACK? Okay. So, alright. I'm sorry, y'all. I really am. I'm sorry my shit is so bootleg. Um, I'm really hyped to get my computer. I'm trying to get that shit tonight, high key, so that we could just like do this shit right. Okay. Okay. So in Colorado, I had a longboard, and I remember like this. I remember like laying in my bed and opening up my eyes to a Caucasian woman, like pretending to ride around, my room, which was literally like the whole downstairs area was my fucking room. Like she's like just walking around, like touching on my shit, riding around on my fucking longboard, and she's like on the carpet with the longboard, looking dumb, and Jason's like trying to get her to go upstairs and like shut the fuck up, and like he's laughing though, so it wasn't like, it wasn't. Here's the thing, when somebody has respect for you when they tell their company outside, yo, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, people are asleep, shh, be quiet till we get upstairs. More importantly though, our apartment, the way it was set up, it was all glass doors. Like we had like both of Audrey and Jason's bedroom doors were glass. You feel me? Like, bitch, I'm down to go to fucking Periscope. I really am. I really am down to go to Periscope because I know Periscope would not be doing all this. Let me fucking tell you. Let me fucking tell you. So if folks want to go to Periscope, let me know. My Periscope is at Marshmallow. Just go to Twitter and my Periscope will pop right the fuck up. What's the tea? Are we trying to go? Is it lagging that bad? Should we migrate? Let a nigga know. I'm dead. I feel like you know what? Here's my thing. I'm gonna restart my YouTube and I'm gonna restart my iPad and we'll see, okay? I'm gonna restart on here and we shall see. I'm gonna leave up this live because we've been talking for a minute. But I'm gonna restart this live.